What's going on, guys, and welcome back to John Bone, aka JB. No smooth. Let me see what I'm talking. No smooth flow. No rough flow either. I mean, no smooth, no rough flow, regardless of how you want to say it. So I know it's been a couple of days, maybe like one day since I uploaded. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Jay-Z or Hove, regardless of what the situation is. It's a little late, but what was he, 45, 50 years old, something like that? Somewhere around there. He turned somewhere around there. So definitely shouts out to him. Hopefully he had a good birthday. I don't really pay attention to birthdays too much, only because, again, if age is nothing but a number, why am I celebrating a number? Just saying. Just throwing it out there. But, like I said before, definitely shouts out to him. Definitely shouts out to everything that he's been doing when it comes to the culture, black culture, from music, everything that he's doing in the NFL, doing the most that he can with what's been given him. Basically, right now, when I look at Jay-Z, I see one black king versus, especially when it comes to the NFL, one black king versus at least 100, maybe 200 white people. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. It's at least one black king to 1 or 200 white folk. So, yep. But yeah, I don't take anything away from him at all. Appreciate his grind. Appreciate everything that he's doing. I'm hopeful that he could do more. Just gotta keep being persistent. Gotta get that Fred Hampton mindset, I should say, when it comes to certain kind of things. But regardless of whatever is going on, I really just wanted to talk about. I want to do a couple of things too. I know I told you guys I was going to drop a couple of songs. That's still going to happen. If not today, definitely sometime throughout the course of this week, I'll drop a couple of songs. See if you like them, see if you don't like them, regardless of what the situation is. I don't know why I've been procrastinating when it came to that, but I'll definitely drop a few songs for you. Absolutely. One thing I want to talk about is being together. One thing that, for myself, I feel like as I see on a regular basis, yeah, I just bust my ass. Now that was awesome. Oh, that was awesome. See, this is why I don't ride bikes. I'm sitting on a fucking bike right now and I just bust my ass. This is why I don't ride bikes. This is exactly why, right here. Oh man. But whew. Alright, let me get back to it. As a culture and just us being together on certain things. Actually, let me learn from my mistake. Let me get the fuck off that in case it might want to do me dirty again. As a culture and just being in a situation where when it comes to it, certain mindsets that we have and certain things that we do, we have to get better at just being together. I know it may make a little bit of sense. I know it may be a little bit difficult to understand, but a lot of times when it comes to black culture and a lot of times when it comes to black people in general, we always do things so separate. But at the same exact time, we kind of mess that up for ourselves too, if that makes any sense. It's a reason why Hov once said, "Suppose my people won't ever work together." Speaking of Hov, I'm starting to understand more and more how some things happen and how some things don't happen. Just when it comes to the actual world or the country in itself, you know. A lot of countries and a lot of cultures are more based and centered upon doing things for themselves, you know. So I'm starting to understand like more. We may have certain connections with certain people, but at the same exact time, you do have certain people that have certain connections with others, and they would rather see us be in a situation where we're doing the same exact thing, which makes sense. I mean, how do you keep a culture down? How do you keep people down? By forcing them and making them scared, or making them in a situation where they have to do the same exact thing, or force them to do the same exact thing. So that it does make sense, and it does, and again, like if you understand, if you get it, then you'll understand it. If you don't understand it, then I can't explain it but so much. This is one of the main reasons why I'm starting to get the aspect of you got to take care of yourself. When people tell me that, not in the self, or not in myself, or in the sense where I have to take care of myself, because I know how to do that. Like, that's easy. that's like myself, my soul self. But taking care of myself, as far as like the people that have the same skin color as me, the people that are black, people that are African, people that are African American, regardless of what you want to call it, regardless of what the situation is, that kind of self, if that makes any sense. But in order for me to do that, I have to be in a situation where we have to be together. If we're not going to be together, then we're in situations where we're, again, at each other's throats, doing this, doing that. A lot of people understand the truth, but they don't understand the truth when it really comes to being together on certain things. Yeah, I mean, you could look at so many different artists. You can look at so many different. The one thing I actually talk about a lot, the one thing I actually think about a lot, was Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And I just think, like, if they were in a situation where they actually came together, you have one powerful black man, another powerful black man, and they actually came together and, got rid of their differences, got rid of the fact that one was a part of the Christian religion, the other one was a part of the Muslim religion, in regards to what the situation is, that they will understand, like, yo, it's just one God, and if it is just one God, that means, oh, okay, well, we should be together fighting for the same cause, like our free, being to be free. So I mean, that's one thing that I do think Malcolm X found out over in Africa. I do think that. I do think that when he went over to Africa, when he went over to the Middle East, whatever you want to call it, I do think he found out, like, okay, well, it shouldn't be a reason why, which is why he had so many problems with Elijah, the second, and the third. And I understand that. Like, and if I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong. If I'm right, well then, if you don't know, then shut the fuck up and listen. But I'm starting to understand. Like, you could see a sense in the growth when it comes to Malcolm X in 3 stages. When he, before he went into jail, after he went out of jail, when he became a Muslim, and then after he came back from Africa, something had changed. Like, he wasn't the same person he was, as you can see. And to be honest with you, I don't think Martin Luther King ever went over to Africa. Like, ever. I don't think he ever went over to Africa, which would have helped. just to be honest, but I can still do more research on that, even if I am wrong about that too. But I don't think I am. I actually know he never went over to Africa. I mean, if he did and it just wasn't told to us, then that would be something that is definitely that needs to be known, that MLK was able to go over to Africa. Yeah, I do believe if their mindset and their thinking was synced or connected or was on the same path, that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King working together would have been one of the, if not the greatest things. And not to say that they weren't already working together, they were just doing it in different ways, which is understandable. I do understand that makes sense, and I get that point. But again, if they were, together, let's say, and to give you an example, instead of playing for if they're in the NBA, instead of playing for different teams but trying to go for the same championship, playing on the same team. Get it? If that makes any sense. I don't know if you guys got that one. But can you imagine if we had if we had Malcolm X and Martin Luther King on the same squad? Same team. That would have been the most iconic and the most legendary thing, to have them both of the same mind, one brain, one sound, one band, one sound, drumline, right? And just being able to go from there. That would have been interesting, because with the TVs and the one thing I know is so off the media, what they predict Malcolm X, or not predict, I shouldn't say predict, they don't, the television doesn't know shit, media doesn't know any fucking thing at all, but that's neither here nor there. The one thing that they did do was try to make it seem like that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King were always, of opposite poles, fighting for the same cause, but doing it in a way where they were trying to divide each other, which is what I think Malcolm saw as well too, which is why he always sort of kind of said that he didn't agree with how, MLK was doing his thing, and MLK didn't sort of kind of agree with how he was doing his thing. They just understood they had to go a different route or do different things in order to get it. Same as that thing with Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton, leader of the Black Panther Party, was the same exact way. He went to an extreme when it came to how Malcolm X was trying to do it. Malcolm X sort of kind of tamed at the same exact time, like he knew who Fred Hampton was. So, again, that's one of those things where if Fred Hampton, MLK, Malcolm X would have been in a situation where they all three were just together and not having the mindset where, oh, well, we have to do different things in order to get the same exact goal. If they're all going for the same exact goal, wouldn't that be an amazing thing to see them all together? Not to say that we never seen them all together, but I mean, I from what I've been, like thinking and from what I've been learning, the only thing I've really seen so far is just, like Fred doing his thing in his particular way, Malcolm doing his thing in his particular way, Elijah the second, third, and then Martin Luther King doing his thing in his particular way. And I'm just thinking to myself, if all three of them, along with many other black kings and black queens, even for that matter, just got together and did things together to advance the culture and advance the movement of whether it's civil rights, whether it's regardless to what you want to call it, to progress our culture even further what it needs to be. It still boggles me what they all could have accomplished, or what could have accomplished when they each would have been in a situation where they've gotten different resources from each other, if that makes any sense. But like I said before, it's nothing wrong with doing different things for the same cause, but going back to the same exact thing, if you believe in God, why have different religions? See what I'm saying? If you believe in God, what's the point of having different religions? Why be in a situation where you're dividing your own selves up? Which again brings you back to the point where, like, together, like if we do things together, if we be together, if we act on certain kind of things. And I had to start doing this for myself, because a lot of different times I'm in a situation where I'm not listening to my own culture enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be able to listen. I gotta be able to really thrive off of what they are saying. Because if people are talking or not, and I'm not truly listening to them, that doesn't bode well for me. So I have to listen more, a lot more. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. I didn't want to make this too long. I just wanted to express some thoughts, express some ideas, just express some things that could get us moving in, again, another positive direction. positive, negative, it doesn't really matter. That stuff never really mattered. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm definitely going to post a couple of more videos. Like I said, I got a couple of songs. I'll probably post like 1 or 2 songs, not everything, just like 1 or 2 songs throughout the course of this week, and then from there, yeah, we can get the movement going. All right, have a good one, guys. And cut, print, beautiful guys, dynamite.